Hey, what's going on? Meteorologist Mike Linden here. It is Friday, August 8th, and we are talking wildfires today. One in particular, the Canyon wildfire that has begun to burn here over the past several hours, just to the northwest of Los Angeles, just west of Santa Clarita. Let's jump right into the app here, and we're going to take a look at it. Now, I've got the wildfires layer turned on. It looks like the stack of cards to get to the layers menu, and then right here, this little toggle for wildfires. Now, I have known wildfires turned on in addition to significant wildfires. You can look at all of them. That's going to give us a lot of wildfires, but for right now, I'm concerned with ones that have been labeled significant. We'll look at the hotspots in just a moment as well, but here is the Canyon fire just to the east of Lake Piru there. As it stands, the Canyon wildfire is up to 4,856 acres. The cause of the burn is undetermined at this time, and it is not contained as of this time. We'll jump back into the app in just a moment, but first I want to talk about the weather conditions surrounding the Canyon fire. It began around Thursday afternoon at about 1:25 with flames near the border of Ventura County. Now, mandatory evacuations are underway for areas surrounding the Canyon wildfire. This has become something significant very, very quickly. Now, weather conditions are just not going to provide any relief to help stop the fire today. It's the summer in California, right? Temperatures, as you can see here, will remain rather hot in the triple digits across most of the state. Of course, the closer to water you are, particularly in SoCal, temperatures will be a bit more regulated, but it will still be quite hot. Again, it is the summer, upper 90s, lower triple digits. As for the dew points, this is a crucial condition for us to pay attention to when we're talking about fire danger. It's the measure of how much moisture is in the air. And as you're seeing here, it is very, very dry across most of the state. In the 40s, if not dropping back into the mid to low 30s for dew points. That is bone dry. Now, as for rain, again, it's the summer in California. It's pretty typical. This is not out of the ordinary. No rain in the forecast whatsoever for California today. Normally, these conditions, again, make for beautiful California summers. But when you're talking about fire, this is where things are rather concerning. Let's jump back into the app. I want to show you some additional useful ways to track wildfires using MyRadar. Go into the layers menu again. Again, it looks like the stack of cards. I'm using the iPad version of the app here. It's all going to look the same, whether you are on a mobile device or you're on an iPad or you're on the Windows version of the app. Now, there's a couple of additional things to choose here in the wildfires layer. Hotspots and smoke hazards. We'll start with hotspots. And notice these little dots that popped up on the map. So using satellite imagery, we are able to show you areas that have recently begun to burn. This is a super useful tool when you're trying to see effectively the direction of which the fire is moving. This is the outline of the wildfire, but these little dots are areas that have recently begun to burn, at least as of this time of recording. You can really see it on this wildfire up here, just to the east of Santa Maria, closer to the coastline. This giant cluster of dots there, that is effectively the direction at which the fire is moving as it is right now. So really useful to see the front of the fire. But let's go back to the Canyon wildfire right now. And I'm going to go back to the layers menu, go into the wildfires layer, and then select smoke hazards. This is going to show you what the smoke hazard looks like for your particular area. Now, here on the iPad version of the app, you'll see the condition up in the top right. On the phone, it should be in a similar spot. It's just a different resolution here, looking at it landscape instead of the portrait. Now, you can also see up here near this fire, I believe it's the Gifford fire that is burning east of Santa Maria. Yeah, the Gifford fire that is 15% contained. You can see that the smoke hazard there is heavy as opposed to the Canyon wildfire. But this is so useful, particularly if you suffer from any kind of smoke-related respiratory issues. I'm going to turn on the air quality layer. Again, this is toward the top of the layers menu. And you can see here that presently, as it stands right now, just over Piru there, the air quality is unhealthy. Again, you can see that up here in the upper right-hand corner up on the iPad. And this is super useful, again, if you suffer from any kind of respiratory concerns and you want more information as to what's going on with wildfires burning near you. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention one more thing. We're going to go into the settings menu. It looks like the gear icon on the bottom right-hand corner, and go into notification settings. Now, MyRadar, we really pride ourselves on being able to notify you for really anything that is going on weather-wise. That includes air quality index alerts, as well as wildfire hotspots. So you can actually turn this on for when a wildfire is beginning to burn near you. We're talking low, medium, or high radiative power in terms of megawatts. That's how these are tracked here. And you can turn that on and be notified to when a wildfire has just begun to burn near you. So in this instance, if you had these wildfire alerts turned on right around Thursday afternoon when the canyon fire begun to burn, you would get a notification from MyRadar, and it would show you on the map where those hotspots have just recently popped up. So incredibly useful and an incredible tool to help you stay weather aware. So again, that's going to do it for me on the MyRadar team. Be sure to follow us across social media as we update you on conditions. It is wildfire season in California, and this is just another one to tack onto the list. Fingers crossed that the hotshots there are going to be able to get it under control. Of course, that is an incredibly difficult job, so please be patient with the firefighters out there. We certainly stand with you. What an incredibly difficult job. So again, be sure to have your alerts turned on in the MyRadar app to be the first to know for when dangerous conditions pop up near you. From all of us here on the MyRadar team, stay safe. We'll catch you back here in the next one.
Follow MyRadar on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Download MyRadar on iOS, Android, Amazon Alexa, and Windows.